Hi, folks. Welcome back to Pop Up Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
I'm Heidi.
And we are back with a new series. Well, the series itself isn't new. Our reaction to it is new. The Mandalorian, Season 2 on Disney+. Now,
the Baby Yoda show's back.
Before we even jump into this reaction, we want to make it very clear. Watching our reaction, not a market substitute for watching The Mandalorian on your own.
Yeah, please watch it yourself.
Please support the show. Watch Disney+. Do your part because that's what keeps good content like that coming. So we did watch the first season of Mandalorian, but we were not doing reviews and reactions at the time because we had a lot of stuff going on. And then, you know, this whole pandemic thing happened.
There's a pandemic?
Okay, forget I said that. We were doing a lot of movie reviews and
movie
trailer reactions and that kind of thing, but since we don't really have anywhere to go, we decided we'd try this TV reaction thing. So we didn't do Mandalorian Season 1. We are going to do Mandalorian Season 2. We loved Mandalorian Season 1.
Oh my gosh, loved it. Yeah. And I know it's not the Baby Yoda show. I know it's the Mandalorian and he has the child with him. I understand this.
Yeah, it's the Cara Dune show.
Yeah, okay, it's the Baby Yoda show.
Anyway, so we are going to watch Mandalorian Season 2 all the way through. You can join us in that pursuit if you'd like. If you don't know what else we're up to, we're also watching Farscape.
Yep.
You're watching
Deep Space Nine.
We are watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, which we've actually finished watching, but our reactions are still going up every Friday. And then we've got some new things in the works, including this show.
Yes.
Now, since this is the first episode of a new show, you can actually see our entire full reaction on Patreon. Just follow the link down in the description below, and you can see the full thing there. You'll just need to sync it up with your Disney Plus account and watch along with us. Yeah. If you want to see the episodes that follow after that, you just need to be a Patreon subscriber. That's $5 a month. You get access to everything that we do there. But that's neither here nor there. That's entirely up to you. Yeah. We're going to be here regardless. If you like this sort of content, be sure and hit the thumbs up. That helps us out a lot, helps us get noticed. But we're not going to waste a lot of your time talking about Season 1 of Mandalorian. We assume that if you're here, it's because you loved that first season as much as we did, and you're anxious to see what happens in Season 2. So make sure you've watched this episode first, and then join us as we watch it together and give you our thoughts on that. Once we've given you our thoughts, you can chime in the comments down below and let us know just how wrong we are about everything. Yeah,
that is what the internet is for.
And I'm pretty sure, even though I'm a big fan of Star Wars, and even though I've watched everything and tried to absorb as much as I can, there's huge swaths of Star Wars fandom that, elements of lore and stuff that I still don't have down. So please, if we don't comment on something, if we miss a reference,
or an Easter egg, something, let us know.
Let us know. Now, we're watching this series along with you. They drop once a week, so we'll be back with another reaction next week as well. So there's really no way you can spoil anything for us, hopefully. But if you do have any sort of spoilery content, like you got an early pass or something, then don't spoil anything.
Yeah,
how about
please.
That? All right, here we go. This is called Chapter 9. We're literally starting right where we left off. No hesitation to show us who we came for. Mando and Baby right up front.
Yes.
See, I see graffiti in Star Wars, and I immediately think Sabine.
Oh, for sure. Oh, it's okay.
Are you talking to the child?
I am. It's feeling apprehensive right now.
But he can't hear you.
Okay, shh. Hey, those are the Gamorrean guards, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
Wherever I go, he goes.
My buddy. My buddy.
Oh. Well?
Quite the pickle.
oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. I mean... Yep. Yup.
This is where you give him the "I'm Batman" speech.
All right, stop.
Give me your word that you won't kill me.
No.
I promise you will not die by my hand. Now, where is the Mandalorian?
By my gun, possibly.
Tatooine. What? The Mando I know of is on Tatooine.
Oh, some kind of critters coming.
Oh.
Once the light was out.
Not by his hand.
Yep.
The Marshal.
Oh.
Raylan Givens?
Well, and then we're going back to Tatooine, which is the last. The gunslinger was where it was that episode.
Yeah.
I guess a lot has changed since you were last in Mos. Oh, thank the force! This little thing has had me worried sick. Come here, you little womp rat.
R5.
Now take your time, seriously. I just can't get good help anymore. I don't even know who to complain to.
He still got a bad motivator.
Yeah.
Waiting. Okay.
Like an old Western.
Yeah.
Riding in slow on your horse.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm looking for a Mandalorian.
Well, we don't get many visitors in these parts.
Duh.
Can you describe him?
Looks like this.
Someone who looks like me. Your Marshal wears Mandalorian armor.
See for yourself.
Not a real Mandalorian.
See, that's Boba Fett's armor. Right?
Sure is. That's why I was like, but it's not. But it.
Never met a real Mandalorian. I figure only one of us walking out of here. But then I see the little guy,
Oh.
and I think maybe I pegged you wrong.
Well, see, you made a Raylan Givens reference earlier. Did you know he was going to be in this episode?
Did I know what?
That Raylan Givens was going to be in this episode.
I did not know this.
Wait, did we inadvertently put in Tremors?
Did somebody call for Beetlejuice? Oh. Sarlacc?
Sand Shark.
Roving Sarlacc? Wow. Eek.
Maybe we can work something out.
Dang.
Thanks to this armor, I've been able to protect this town from bandits, sand people. They look to me to protect them. But a crate dragon is too much for me to take on alone. Help me kill it, I'll give you the armor.
Deal.
That speeder looks like it's made from one of the pod racing engines.
It sure does.
Power hates a vacuum, and most Belgo became a slave camp overnight. I wandered for days. No food, no water.
Just my ice cream maker.
Mm-hmm.
My treasure bought me more than a full water skin. It bought my freedom.
Uh-huh. Come on, launch that thing at them. Yes.
Good shot.
They always ride single file to hide their numbers.
Hey, Eddie, you wanna take the bantha out for a walk there?
They say it lives in there.
We don't
They say
like
it
Eddie.
sleeps.
Run, Eddie.
Huge,
Run.
pointy
There you
teeth.
go.
Run faster. Like, you could have yelled. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Bye, Eddie.
Told you should have stretched before that, Eddie.
Where are they getting the reinforcements?
I volunteered your village.
Hey guys, you wanna go fight a dragon? It'll be fun. Come on.
So listen, you know how Fridays are usually kind of slow around here?
It already had a snack. Really, it's fine. I mean, that would make me angry if that
Sure.
woke me up in the morning.
Well, that's kind of what the kids sound like when they're up before you.
This is true.
Run away!
Yeah, run faster than Eddie did.
R.I.P. Eddie.
R.I.P. No.
No, wait. You
No.
only have one shot.
Yeah, don't
Gotta get it out.
do that. There you go. Come on, piss it off. Piss off, ghost. Ew. Gross. But also, it might be acidic.
I don't think it's dead.
Me either.
Y'all. Stay put.
Yeah, I mean, Mando's got that thing that, like, vaporizes things. Like,
Yeah, but I think you
take
can.
a couple of shots from that in its belly.
Yeah. Did it even get hurt? Is the
Yeah, I
question.
don't know.
Oh.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's unfortunate.
Right in the eyeball. There you go.
All right, now, everyone else run away. Quickly.
I got its attention. Now what? Take it. What's the plan? You're gonna take care of the child. What are you gonna do? I don't know, but wish me luck.
Oh, I mean...
Oh, he let himself get eaten by that thing.
He sure did.
He's hoping the Beskar will save him from that explosion.
He sure is.
There you go.
Bantha still not a fan of the plan. To get eaten and then blown up.
It's exactly how I celebrate every time I have a good cheeseburger.
True. Very true.
Sorry. I didn't have time to explain.
No need. This was well earned.
It was my pleasure.
I hope our paths cross again.
As do I.
Oh, and you tell your people I wasn't the one that broke that.
Hey. So, like, it's like
So like a pearl?
Yeah. Gross. Hmm?
Mmm.
Wait, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so cool. Okay. How long was this episode?
That episode was 49 minutes.
Okay. Like, I was feeling like they were going to be like 30 minutes. And I'm like, there's no way this is only 30 minutes. Like, they put.
Well, I'm not complaining.
No, not complaining at all. Fantastic. Love it. So great. But also, like, they jammed so much into this. Oh my gosh.
They really did. Now, we knew that, and I'm blanking on the actor's name.
Yep, me too.
That played Jango Fett.
Yeah.
We knew that he was going to be in this series, and it had rumored that he would be I started to say BB, not in BB-8. He would be playing Boba Fett. So
I didn't know this.
yeah.
I didn't know this.
So my guess is he was probably tracking that armor.
Yeah, most likely.
And saw Mando riding away with it. So confrontation looming?
Friendship?
Possibly. I can't imagine Boba Fett having friendship with anybody. But
no. But
even
I think
as a kid, he was a mess.
a little bit. But let's also put it there that he was eaten by a Sarlacc. Probably partially.
That could change your perspective.
Yeah,
of it, I suppose.
like lost his armor, so that's kind of like, losing, a little bit of street cred right there, and then has been forced to wander Tatooine since. So,
now, did we happen to hear there? Did we hear any spurs when we saw him? Because we did not hear spurs when we saw the Marshal, and we know that whoever picked up Ming-Na's character had spurs.
yeah, no. So did not hear spurs, no. No.
All right. Of course, he was just standing there, so maybe we just didn't have any reason to hear spurs. Or like a kitten bell. Or something. Yeah, fantastic first episode. Anytime you've got Timothy Oliphant playing a cowboy type character, I'm in.
It's always a win, every time.
Yeah, this was just the Star Wars version of Raylan Givens. I love it. I'm here
well,
for
and
it.
that's the thing. Like, I had no idea, like zero clue.
Yeah, so you said that, and I'm like, that was literally the one thing that I knew about this.
And
episode.
I knew nothing about that. But we watch so much Justified that it is Raylan Givens. So
yeah.
So like that's what I think of when I hear the Marshal. I'm like, yes, the quintessential like he's it.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
So
what a nice surprise! What a nice coincidence.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that whoever cast him was like, yeah, we need Timothy Oliphant for this.
Or somebody in casting said, what we need is a Star Wars version of Raylan Givens, and somebody was like, why don't we just get Timothy Oliphant? I bet he'd do it. And he did it. Yep. You haven't seen Deadwood, but
no, I haven't. I feel like maybe I've seen like a couple episodes of it, but I never really caught onto it for whatever reason.
He's just no. Don't get me wrong. I like Timothy Oliphant when he's not playing those types of characters, but he embodies those kinds of characters so well. I love it. So definitely happy with this episode.
Great episode.
It's starting off with us seeing the graffiti and stuff, all these rumors about who we're going to see in this season. I feel like that's not a coincidence, either because we are in fact going to see Sabine Wren in this season, or because they know we think we might and they want to mess with us.
Yeah,
one
maybe.
of the two.
And the thing is, if you don't know who Sabine Wren is, please watch Rebels.
Absolutely,
just watch it. Like it's animated. Just watch it. So good.
So many people. I see, the response to the notion of watching Rebels, like, it looked like a kid's show. It looked like okay. It takes about half a season to get going, to find its groove. But it's one of the best things that's happened to Star Wars in some time.
And it's canon.
And it's canon. And it'll make some of the voices you heard in Rise of the Skywalker make a lot more sense to you.
Rise of Skywalker. There's no the Skywalker. It's just Rise of Skywalker.
Rise.
But I mean, even things from
Rey, Rise of the Rey of the Skywalker rising.
Even things
like
from what was the first one in this 7, 8, 9 trilogy?
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens. I mean, we heard some stuff in there as well.
Sure.
So like, there was enough in there, and then all those.
But Rebels is going to
Forces of Destiny.
Rebels is going to inform so much of, and I would say the Clone Wars to some extent,
sure,
because there's plenty of Darksaber stuff in Clone Wars as well.
Yeah.
But I would say for sure, if you're not going to go through all of Clone Wars, which there's a lot of, for sure check out Rebels if you haven't already, because a lot of what happened in that series, especially as regards Mandalorians and the Darksaber, I think is going to be a part of the season. So I would say that's some good watching.
And
for you.
we don't have a recommendation for it at all, but surely there must be like episode watch guides for Rebels. So if you don't feel like you can catch up on all seasons of it,
you can probably find a nice list that'll tell you what episodes are important to watch.
Yeah, that'll kind of at least catch you up on most of why it's so important. So look for those.
Crate Dragon, I wonder if it is in any way related to the planet Crate that we saw in The Last Jedi, the Salt Planet.
Oh.
Because that was like a mining thing too, right?
It was, and this was a mining town, but I don't know.
So I would imagine that, I mean, it seems a stretch to think that would be a coincidence, but maybe.
No, I mean, well, maybe there are similar things on that planet, and they just decided to call this the same thing.
I'm very glad that they addressed sort of, Tusken Raiders. If we go just by the original trilogy of movies, we don't know much about them,
except that they're just violent.
The Sand People, you got to be, we know that Ben's scared them off with some sounds. Or whatever. But then when we watch the prequel trilogy, we get Anakin's mother in that story, and then him wholesale slaughtering men, women, and children.
Yep.
So, we've got that added to sort of our understanding of them. And it's interesting that Mando is kind of
friendly.
Friendly with them. But not that he doesn't take them seriously.
Oh, for sure.
Or that he doesn't think that they're a threat. But he's like, if you approach this threat the right way,
yeah, I mean,
we can figure something out.
Yeah, they seem reasonable, at least, when you keep them from being mad at you. And he said that they keep their word. So,
can I tell you that I'm glad we didn't go with the trope of, the sheriff or the marshal promises to play along, even though he doesn't trust it, and then he turns at the last minute and, reneges on the deal and, shoots the guys that he thinks are the bad guys or doesn't give the armor back or any of those things.
Yeah, no.
So many other shows would have gone that direction.
For sure.
And I like that he just was a man of his word.
Yeah.
He just gave his word and did what he said he was going to do, and that was it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I liked it. And I do hope we see him again. I really do.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the first season of Mandalorian did so well, is that it built these relationships slowly throughout the season that came back to be important as the series went on. And even seeing the mechanic in this episode that we saw in The Gunslinger, like, that was nice. It was good to see her again. And of course you would remember the Mandalorian. Of course you would remember the child. And just that touchstone of, like, people are getting to know him and that he's out there. People are telling stories. People are, so that's going to make his world bigger as the series goes on. And I like that. And it's going to give him allies when he needs them.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Definitely hope that we see the Marshal again.
Yes,
absolutely.
same.
And definitely cool to end with that little Boba Fett teaser.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if I had to guess, I would say that it was Boba Fett that found Ming-Na's character and not the Marshal.
No.
Otherwise, I think that might have come up in this episode.
For sure.
So.
Oh, I'm so excited. This was so, so good. I definitely, worth the wait. And of course, I'm very excited to see the rest of the season. How many episodes are in this season?
Yes. I'm going to guess 8.
8? Okay. Because there was 8 last season. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't have any confirmation of that, but I'm going to guess that.
Okay.
We also know that, they're working on the Obi-Wan series. We're not sure when that's going to happen, when that's taking place.
I'm
but
excited.
We know from Ewan McGregor that they did a test shot or two when they were talking about, because originally they were talking about doing a movie, and then they moved it to the notion of a series. But when they were talking about the movie, they had him come and test on the Mandalorian set.
Ooh.
With the background thing, and they had his robes for him. And he talked about, like, how cool it was that they had his robes just there. Yeah. And it was just like, it was like the same, even though it wasn't the same set that he had worn, they looked exactly the same. It was like
stepping foot on set again. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
We don't know when that's going to happen yet. There's lots of rumors swirling around, but it's going to happen, and I'm excited for that as well. But man, well done, Jon Favreau and the crew of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
What a great way to start this season. And, this was a pretty one and done kind of episode, but that little Boba Fett teaser gives us plenty of questions. And we know
lots to look forward to.
And we understand now, that he's got this quest to find where the child comes from and if he has any people. And that's going to lead him to look for other Mandalorians, which may be how we get possibly Sabine Wren, possibly some other familiar faces. So I'm excited to see where we go from here.
Oh, very, very excited.
Now, if you're excited, you can let us know that in the comments down below. And as we already said, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. We love watching that number tick up a little at a time.
Thank you so much.
And if you want to see our full reaction to this episode, you can see that for free. Just click the link in the description, go to Patreon, and the first episode of each new series that we react to is always for free. So you can check that out and any other of the freebies if you'd like. And then maybe consider subscribing to Patreon as well.
All right.
Anyway, that's it for us. We'll be back next week with another episode of Mandalorian. Until then,
bye.
Bye.